Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And how are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. Your name is Prakash?
Yeah, definitely. My name is Prakash. So,
Oh, my name is Corey. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. And your name
Okay.
name is also so nice. Corey Fresh, Fresh.
Yeah, Corey Fresh. Yeah. Well, that's my
So yeah,
nickname. That
nickname.
is,
Okay. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that,
my nickname. My real name is Corey Darnell. But
nice name. Nice
I have that is I was a DJ. Do you know what a DJ is?
DJ. Music.
Yeah, music and radio, like a MC, like a radio personality. Are you familiar with like a radio personality? The
No,
person,
I don't.
the person who does like announcements on the radio, like
Yeah, yeah.
welcome to. Uh, what city do you live in?
Sorry.
What city do you live in?
Okay, I live in just near the Ahmedabad because I'm from India.
Okay, okay. So
Hmm.
why are you practicing on Cambly?
Oh, thank you very much for asking this question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm a teacher here and I want to improve my English to show my students how to get fluency of English, how to talk with native English speakers.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been speaking English?
More than 4 years.
Yeah, you sound very fluent and your pronunciation
Thank
is
you.
very good. So
Thank you.
where do you find difficulty in English?
Okay. So now I would like to improve my IELTS speaking test. That's why. So could you
Okay.
help me? Can you ask me some questions like
Yeah,
IELTS test?
of course. Okay. So you know on the IELTS test they ask you to speak for 2 minutes when
Yeah.
you do the IELTS test. So what I will do is I will ask you a question. And what let me just give you a little help. What I normally suggest people to do when they have to speak for IELTS test, write down like four main points, outline of things to talk about. That way, when you speak, and then you can go from point to point to point to point, and it keeps your speech on in line. So my question to you, let me see. Uh, Simple question. Tell me a little about your family. Okay, that is my question to you, and I will give you 1 minute to think of things to talk about, and then you will talk for 2 minutes. Okay.
So where is your question?
Oh, can you see? I type. Tell me
No.
tell me a little about your family life. Can you see what I typed?
Okay, but I can talk about my family. Okay,
Okay.
my family consists of 5 people: my parents, my wife, and my beautiful daughter.
Okay. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, for 2 minutes. Okay, it's a cue card,
Yes.
fam. Okay, then I can explain for 2 minutes. No problem. Okay,
Okay.
so let me talk about uh, my parents. I'm so blessed person because I have got such nice parents. And I want to start with my mother. Though my mother was illiterate, but she taught me everything about the life lessons, what to do in your life and what not to do in my life. So she is my role model, and whatever I have made progress because of my mother. So I can say the driving force behind my success is only and only my mother. And
Wow.
how can I forget about my father, who who gave me money for my education and who bought everything what I needed for my education, for my fun, for my playing, and whatever I needed.
Yeah.
So he's also my role model uh, for my family because he gave me a lot of freedom. He never asked me any question where you are going, what you are doing, and just he told me one thing: always do right things in your life.
Right.
And I also promised my father, okay, so father, I promise you. you have given me freedom, but one day I will do something better for you, for our family also. And he also asked me, you are a special guy, my son, so please promise me never drink alcohol in your life. And I really confidently I can say now I'm 40 years old, but I have never tasted a single drop of
Wow.
alcohol in my life because of my father. And how can I forget, how can I must say about my wife, she is my life partner, and because of her I got a beautiful daughter. So we face all problems together. And I have a nice intelligent daughter. She is studying in the fifth grade.
Yes.
And she's also following me. Actually, she copies everything. She's also fluent in English. She's always curious to watch my videos about Cambly, how do you talk with the native English speakers, and she always copies in front of mirror.
Wow.
So she's also telling me, Father, I want to be an anchor in news, because all time I have been watching you, because you are speaking with native English speakers. So English is not a problem for me. So with the help of this language, I want to talk more and more people, and I want to share my feelings and my ideas. And one more thing, I want to talk about my Indian culture.
Yes.
Because we have a great Indian culture. So with the help of this language, I would say this thing about my Indian culture to all people.
You are excellent. That was excellent. You made not one mistake. You're very articulate and very creative in going from one topic to another. You use a very good bridge. Like when you say, how can I not forget about my mother? How can I not forget about my father? Excellent bridge. Excellent bridge.
Thank you.
Yeah, you speak better than most Americans that I know.
Oh, how can I? No. Native speakers are native speakers. But just I'm interested in speaking. I want to improve, because teaching is my bread and butter.
Right.
So the more I improve myself, the more beneficial I can be for my students. That's why.
How what is your native language? What do you speak?
Gujarati.
I never heard of that. But I know that in India there are like 25 languages. So I know there are a lot. So do you speak, how many languages do you speak?
Okay. I am fluent in 3 and little bit with 4. I can speak 4 languages.
Okay. Have you traveled outside of India, like to Native America, like an English language speaking country?
No, never. But I'm planning to go, and I'm willing to go to USA first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? What would be your ideal occupation or reason to go to the United States? Would you like to work abroad? Would you like to teach abroad? Like, what would be your ideal?
Okay. To be honest, teaching profession is ideal for me.
Okay.
And
why is teaching? Why do you like teaching so much?
Yeah. Okay. Very nice question you have asked me, because every teachers want to share this thing with anybody. Okay. So thank you very much for asking this. Teaching is a profession. As far as I'm concerned, this is the holiest profession in the world, because you talk with the students and they are living people.
Yeah.
You are not working with the non-living things.
Right.
So they have their feelings and they love, when they study from you and they make progress in their life, they be something in the future. Then they come back after some years, sir, because of you, I have made progress. And how can I forget my golden days I spent with you?
Yeah, exactly.
So you gave me inspiration. You gave me inspiration to be like that. And my many students become very successful public speakers. So they always remember me.
Wow, that is amazing.
So that's why teaching profession is ideal for me.
How long have you been a teacher?
More than 14 years.
Wow. Did you and so what was your profession? What when you decided to go to university, what was your major?
Yeah, Sanskrit. I studied Sanskrit, but later on I became an English teacher.
Wow. Sanskrit. Can you explain?
Sanskrit. what you want.
Uh,
Sanskrit is an ancient language.
yes.
Okay. And this is the holiest language also. In India, we say that is the oldest language in the world also.
Yeah, yeah. So you okay? So basically, is it almost like theology? Um, does it deal with like religious culture, the culture of India, or is Sanskrit? Is Sanskrit? Does it go abroad to other countries, or is it native to India?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, okay. In France, in Germany, in Britain, in Canada, they have started teaching Sanskrit in schools. You can Google it
Yeah,
also. You should
yeah.
write down, okay, Sanskrit in Canada,
I've heard
Sanskrit
of
in
it, but
Britain.
I
Yeah,
never realized what it was. I've heard of it though.
yeah,
Oh, awesome, awesome. So, what do you like to do in your free time? Like, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you
yeah.
like to do?
Yeah. In my free time, I watch some videos of that because I want to be a great public speaker,
Yes,
or I would like to be a good public speaker. So the more I watch them, the better I can perform in future.
right.
That's why in free time I watch videos.
How often? How in the course of a day? How long do you usually study language?
Nowadays,
Yeah,
so how many hours
yeah.
or
Like,
how long?
how often do you study? How often do you learn? Like, how often are you on Cambly? How many hours like per day do you brush up on your English?
Yeah, I spend my at least 2 hours to brush up my
Okay,
English.
good, good. That's excellent. I think you're doing better than me. I recently moved to Thailand, and so I've been living here for 2 years now, and I am a Thai language student as well. But I don't have the discipline because there's so many I run into so many Americans or people English speakers here that and I've run into a lot of Thai people that speak English. And so I use Thai maybe 30% versus 70% English. And I
Hmm.
really wish it was the reverse. I wish I could do like 70% Thai and 30% English, but there's so many people here that speak English. So in my area, so um, that is so just to let you know, I'm originally from New York City, and I moved here 2 years ago, and then I met my beautiful girlfriend here, and so we've been dating now for about a year and a half now. So I decided to learn Thai language because I wanted to communicate with her in her native language and her parents. So
Hmm.
so yeah.
Uh,
So I think learning
So today I'm talking with a nice person. I'm talking with a nice person who wants to explore everything.
absolutely.
The New York is a dream city for everybody. Everybody wants to live in New York, but you left New York and you just in the
Yeah.
Thailand and wow,
I
great.
lived in New York for 34 years. I lived in New York.
24
Yeah.
years. It's a
But
long time. Then
I'm originally from Chicago.
Chicago. Okay,
And
okay, okay.
I moved to New York for university. I went to NYU, and then I went back and finished at University of Illinois, and then I decided to make New York my home. And yeah, I recently just got a little, I don't know, I guess after 30 something years, you just get a little tired. I wanted to change of pace, so I decided Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So why did you decide to move to Thailand? Can I ask like that? If it's a personal
cost of
question, I cannot ask,
living,
but why?
lifestyle, the weather. Um, I enjoy Thai culture. I wanted to I wanted to experience Asian culture. I lived in Europe for 2 years, but I found Germany very much like the United States. I wanted to try something completely different. And this is like the furthest that I could think of going away from New York to experience like a whole totally different culture. So that's what brought me to Thailand. And then I decided I liked it and I stayed. But listen,
Great.
Prakash, I love speaking with you.
Yeah.
I will send you my schedule. I think you speak very fluent. I would love to just have all kind of conversation with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Listen.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day today. Okay.
Okay. Have a nice day also. Okay. So